Hi guys, and we're going to be replacing all of our video because apparently we did not give out enough information to help people understand what we're doing. Okay, so I'm Jeff Blanks. I'm the chairman of Together in Home at Last, and over the next, I want to say, couple weeks, you'll be introduced to various other members of the board and staff as we hire them too, by the way. That being said, Together in Home at Last is a program based out of Sandstone, Minnesota. And for those of you who don't know where we are, you know where Hinckley is. Go 7 miles. There you go. Okay, 7 miles north of Hinckley. So our program is put together to help homeless families get off the streets. Now, this program is in the middle of evolution. And for all of you who are going, oh, evolution, trust me, it just means change, constant influx change of adapting, because that's what the program was designed to do. So imagine going to a place that hasn't really seen homelessness because the local church put everybody up in the middle of the tornado and such. Then they turned around and helped everybody, went out and did it Amish style and built up new houses out there. And when they were all said and done, the family had home. They wouldn't know what homelessness is because they've got a community going. The rest of the world, on the other hand, is going, wow, tornado dude. Okay, Together Home at Last said, you know what? If you're homeless, and we're starting with families, okay? The thing is, everyone's like, well, why can't you help all the homeless? Because for the same reason you don't holler free groceries at a major grocery store. You know, it's like, a second ago they were thinking about, oh, can't get chicken for dinner. I don't know if I should. Free groceries. Landslide. Store wiped out. Okay. We need to start slow. Right now, if everybody and their mother called us and said, oh, I'm homeless, help me, help me. One, to be in our program, you must have a source of income. Let's just get down to the business here. I'm just having too much fun. So, being a program, you need a source of income. No, it doesn't have to be a job. No, it really shouldn't be county. Okay, I'm telling you now. Not because the money is no good. The money is money. Okay, what we're looking at is the program that you're on going to come to an end on the next election? Are you on the 60-month clock? Okay, used to be a time you got AFDC. It was forever. Yeah, no, you got 60 months total lifetime of major assistance. So that being said, we'll help you. We'll also be helping you to find a job or something. Okay. From that point, let's leave income alone because disability might take a hit too. But you know what? We don't care. Let's just get you inside. Next thing that has to happen is we got to do an intake with you. We got to talk about the plan. Okay? The plan is your plan, not our plan. What do you want to do to get your family off the streets? And the reason we have to ask is this. If it turns out you're talking about rental assistance or a deposit, that's not really our program. We're leaning more toward permanent housing solutions. And the reason I don't want people misunderstanding what I'm saying, I'm being really careful here, is low-income housing comes in handy to a point. And matter of fact, for some families, it's a good thing. I grew up in Liberty Plaza. It's a project in St. Paul, Minnesota, that when I decided to, well, be dumb and move out of mom's house so I can get my bachelor pad and hang out with my boys, mom couldn't stay. Okay? Now, the difference is our landlord at the time, like, oh, no, Catherine. No, don't worry about that. I've got your back. And he did. He got her a nice place, and she went on with her life. While her dumb son lived the bachelor life of a 20-some-year-old. But low-income housing has a catch and a snag and an especially if you're doing like Section 8 housing. Fail of inspection is homelessness. And if you get an eviction, yeah, that's double ugly. So we do tend to lean more toward permanent housing. And people are arguing with me, well, an RV trailer isn't permanent housing. Like, really, I got trailer parks been around for about 60 years. And it's not for everybody. Okay? Not everyone was born to live in a trailer, live in an RV. Some need a house. That's what we're here for. And right now, the program is young enough that we don't have all the funding that we want, but we do have a plan to get the funding that we need, because the one thing that messes up every program, every nonprofit in America, is money. And people don't get that. I mean, it's annoying when KTCA comes on and says, hey, thank you for watching Sesame Street. Give us $5 and we'll send you a big bird. And you're like, and all they do is ask for money. Nonprofit life is asking for money, and we want to change that, by the way. Let me just get that out there because it drives me nuts. We want to change that because it interferes. Okay? So right now, I guess you could call it stage one, get the name out there, find out what agencies we can work with, and help, homeless families along the way, and we'll get the income that we need. It'll come as people recognize that's pretty cool. They'll help. I'm not worried about it. But the stage two is for us to get the hotel and transitional housing built, so that all of our classes, offices, and everything are in that one building. Okay, there's all sorts of amenities planned for the hotel to make it worth the average American family passing by to stop in and stay. Oh my God, it was like a 5-star hotel. Perfect. Okay, that pays for the programs on the other side. The people living in transitional housing, since they have income, will pay basically a Section 8 level payment, like a third of income or a quarter of income, just to contribute. The restaurant that's planned is, excuse me a second. Anyway, we were discussing income for those staying in transitional housing to make sure that you can still put your deal together for your house, your home, your RV, your trailer, whatever it's going to be. During that time, you'll be in there taking your classes for, financial stuff, family education, chemical dependency, and recovery. Yeah, let's face the facts. Well, when you've been homeless for a while, stuff tends to get under the skin, and it gets you. It really gets you. Okay, so some people need that time, that recovery, that plus you're gonna have to put a family back together. So you don't have a lot of freedom to I'll get to it later, because if you mess up, you're right back where you were. Nobody wants that. So let's not do it. Okay. What's next? Oh, okay. Now that we've done your intake and you started your classes, you're in transitional housing, if you need it. Matter of fact, let me get that in there too. That you don't have to stay with us to get on the program. So yeah, the nice part of that is to have that all in one building or one campus, that you can get all that done, and when you leave, you're going home with your family. You've had a chance to put them back together, be with your kids again. No more staying at grandma's house. Oof. It's good when our family backs us up. I am not knocking that. I've been homeless 3 times. Cost me my kids 11 years. I thought we'd be just a minute. We only have to do this. We only have to comply with that. We only have to build this. 11 years later, they're still technically not home. Okay, so this is part of why we created this program. When you really want to not lose your family, keep your family together, you need a program that will say, okay, one, let's get y'all back together, get back to mom and dad in charge versus auntie, grandma, cousins, and foster systems. Don't even get me started. That's part of what the transitional housing is. So, no, if you don't need it, you don't have to use it. But hey, it's cheap. It's got stuff there that you're going to love. I'm not going to give up on that idea ever, because I don't believe our participants should pay for food in the restaurant. It's a part of the staying thing, and balance it out. Daycare is discounted. Water park plan, water park is discounted. It's it's set up in such a way that you won't have to worry about a lot of stuff. And if you've been homeless, well, you know what I'm talking about: the sleep, the trust, you're living in your own little apartment that's not really costing you anything. If I can help it, board of directors need to talk to them. But overall, when it's all said and done, you're leaving to go home. Now, here's where we get to the part where everybody wants to know about. In order to get to go to a home, you'll need some money, which is why you joined Together in Home at Last to help you get the money to get home together at last. So here's the thing: there's a $20,000. No, that's already been evolved. See, that's what I mean. It's when we started this, it was 20,000. Help a family, send them on their way. Okay. Hey, glad to stop by. Yeah. Here's 20 grand. Get out. Go. Stick it to the man. Kind of moment. It evolved. Yes, it did. It evolved. It evolved into this. Okay, down payment assistance is somewhere between $1,000 and $20,000. If you need more than $20,000 to talk a bank into giving you a house, okay, all right. And now there's no interest loans that we will be working on, as low as and as high as $100,000. Once again, if $100,000 won't get you in a home, let the bank go. Give it up. Walk away from these people. Okay. Now, we've covered the intake. We've covered your temporary stay with Together in Home at Last. And we've covered your program. But here's the thing. Now, it's a double-edged sword. And we want to be honest and have total transparency in our programs. So here's the thing. When you're at the point that you believe you don't need us no more and you say, go away, I'm fine, kind of, we're done. If you follow the plan that you helped draw up and follow the classes that you took to, take the holes out of your suggestible plan, you really shouldn't need us anymore. So we kind of want to make it a one-time program. Now, that being said, that doesn't count if your house got blown up or tornadoed or flooded and floated away. All those things make you re-eligible, because the main two parts to being eligible is one, being a family, two, having some income. Let's get this done. Okay? So, board members want to make sure that we are keeping track of our families. And the original concept, which has not changed, is the pay it forward system. So somebody brought you to us, and you later on may be asked to help someone who's in your area. Hey, by the way, Donna needs some help with her application. She's feeling a little skittish. Why don't you tell her about your experiences with us, and go from there. And yeah, it's a crapshoot. Maybe the person who helps out is selfish and just wants to cause trouble. It happens. It's God's hairless monkey children. Yep, sorry, I wholly believe in my Lord. I also believe his children are slightly crazy. Whole planet. Don't even get me started. Okay, that being said, it's kind of a lifetime thing. It's supposed to be a relationship between Together in Home at Last and you, who needed help at the time, and then helping someone else down the road pay it forward. Okay? So, I give you a lot to think on, and I want you to go to togetherathomeatlast.org. See, let me get that for you. Togetherathomeatlast.org. Okay, and take a look at the website and look at the programs. I did not write out the programs. The guidelines are there because, in all honesty, even with transparency, there's a limit. I mean, you want to ask. I mean, I'm Jeffrey B, JEFFERYB, at togetherathomeatlast.org. Feel free to drop me a note anytime. I'll answer all questions. There's no auto sign. There's no secretary handling my mail. There's just me. Marcia handles public relations. She's off for the day. I'm getting to do something. Beth is handling marketing. Pookie, a.k.a. Jacob. We're hoping to get his contract signed and get him going out in California. Because each Together in Home at Last, the only thing that we have in common in the end will be that hotel transitional housing that we use to keep our programs going so that we don't have to, do this. And we hope a whole bunch of people will join us. We hope for, well, same thing everybody else hopes for.
Message from the dark side there is.
Success. Yeah, no, not so much dark side. Anyway, I want to thank you for stopping by. And I'm sorry it took so long. And I am a wandering, rambling person. But it's because I'm passionate about what I do. I don't believe not one family, not one child, not one person who does not want to be homeless should be homeless. Which means that somewhere down the road, after we fixed all these wonderful families, we're going to inherit the whole homeless. Yep, the whole homeless population, which I'm kind of okay with. I just want to get mom, pop, and kettle kids off the street and out of the way, and they got a home and life is good. They're back in school. Daddy's got a job. Mama's doing whatever. I don't care. What I care about is that you're safe and secure at home with your family doing your thing. And somewhere down the road, it's going to be everybody because that's the bigger picture. Okay. Enough of me. Head on over to the website. Oh, there's a Facebook page. Same thing, Together in Home at Last. There's a Twitter, but that's under our acronym, TAHALAST. TAHALAST. Yeah, mainly just because I said it, we shortened it around the office. So any Tell Last projects today? Yeah. Then someone heard me say, like, are you terrorists? Yeah, we are. Yep, we're a nonprofit terrorist group against homelessness. Roar. And after you figured out I was mostly joking. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. I'm Jeff Blanks. I'm the chairman of Together in Home at Last, and I thank you for spending this time with me, with you.